been a slightly interesting, should we say, summer at Upton Park, where Sam Allardyce was on the verge of being sacked in May after the end of the season because a lot of fans don't like the style of football that was regularly seen at West Ham. It's very one-dimensional at times, and there was booing even after a victory last season. But with Allardyce, you also know that there's not much chance that you're going to go down, and West Ham are in a different position to a lot of the teams around them because they're moving into the Olympic Stadium in 2 years' time. The accusations against him, of course, is that he only knows one way how to play. That's pretty much get it forwards to the big man. Unfortunately, the big man is injured for the next 3 or 4 months. The good news is that they've managed to sign Enner Valencia, so unlike last season when they didn't have a striker, they do have a striker this time, a guy who scored 3 goals for Ecuador at the World Cup. There's been a lot of sniping back and forth between Allardyce and the board at times. Allardyce has been told that he needs to play a more expansive style of football. When they lost one pre-season game, he said it's because of the style of football they're being asked to move to. David Sullivan has been in the press giving mixed messages over whether or not they want to keep Ravel Morrison. He says they do, and said that the manager doesn't seem to want him. Allardyce has since come out and said they do want him as a future. So it's all been a little bit chaotic and very typical of West Ham. They don't seem to do things professionally. So all in all, it bodes towards them having probably their best ever season, knowing the way the logic works at Upton Park.
It's not just the case of Arsene having his groove back or Arsenal having their groove back in terms of the FA Cup's been won, there's a new confidence, they feel they don't have to be asked that dreadful question of totting up of years.